Hello friends, today we will discuss about the C structure. Under this heading, we will see what is structure. Then how a structure is defined, that is defining a structure. Structure variable declaration, accessing members of a structure initialization and operations on structure variables. So these points we are going to cover in this lecture. C structure. In general, a structure is a user-defined data type that allows combining data items of different kinds. Or we can say that a structure is a collection of variables of different types under a single name. Structures are used to represent a record. To keep track of books in library, it is required to track the following attributes about each book, like title of the book, author of the book, subject of the book, and book ID. Defining a structure. How structure is defined? Let us see. The keyword struct is used for creating a structure. Syntax for structure definition is like this. Struct keyword, then structure tag, and within open and close brace that ends with the semicolon, member definition exists. The structure tag is optional. Each member definition is a normal variable definition such as int I semicolon, float f semicolon, or any other valid variable definition, meaning that this member definition semicolon, here we define a variable of any kind. Here is the way the book structure is declared. This is a book structure. This book, using this book structure, we can store title of the book, author of the book, and subject of the book with a common name or with a common variable name. A structure variable declaration. When a structure is defined, it creates a user-defined type, but no storage or memory is allocated. That is, here we are declaring a structure. Its name is books. It can contain title of the book, author of the book, subject of the book. So this is just a structure for storing title, author, and subject of the book. But unless and until a structure variable is declared, no memory location is allocated for this structure. For the above structure books, variable can be declared as main open and close parenthesis, within open and close brace, a struct keyword is used, books, that is tag name of the structure, then book 1 comma book 2 comma book 3 semicolon. So using this statement we are declaring three structure variables, book 1, book 2 and book 3, and last statement is return 0 semicolon. Another way of creating a structure variable is this one. Struct books, that is tag for the structure. Then first member definition is char title 50 semicolon, char author 50 semicolon, char subject 100 semicolon, After closing brace, book 1, comma book 2, comma book 3, then semicolon. Three structure variables are declared while declaring the structure itself. In both cases, three structure variables, book 1, book 2, and book 3 of the type struct books are created. Accessing member of a structure. Member operator dot is used for accessing member of a structure. It is also known as a dot operator or period operator. Any member of a structure can be accessed as structure variable name dot member name. So using this we can access any member of the structure variable name dot member name. To access the title, author and subject of book 1, it can be accessed as book 1 dot title. So book 1 is the structure variable name dot member variable, that is the title of the, this is the member of the structure. So book 1 dot title. Similarly, book 1 dot author and book 1 dot subject. So three member variables can be accessed with the structure variable using the dot operator. Structure initialization. When a structure is declared, memory is not allocated for uninitialized variable. A structure variable can be initialized in different ways. Declaration and initialization. So in this example, first we declare a structure that has three member definition: char name 20 semicolon, int roll semicolon, float marks semicolon, and after declaring the structure, we declare a structure variable student1 std1 equal in open and close brace in double quotation mark Pritesh, comma 67, comma 78.3. So this structure variable is initialized. That is, name of student 1 is Pritesh, its roll number is 67 and marks is 78.3. So this declaration, so in this example, declaration and initialization is done simultaneously. Declaring and initializing multiple variables. So in this example, again structure students is declared that has three member definition for storing the name of the student, its roll number and marks of the student. Simultaneously, two student variables are declared, student 1. Simultaneously, these structure variables are initialized using the assignment operator and in open and close brace, writing the name of the student, roll number and their marks. Two structure variables are declared and initialized. Declaring and initializing single member. Now in this example here, structure variable sub1 equals in open and close brace 67 is written, then semicolon. So while initializing the structure variable, we are only initialize single member of the structure. So what's about the another structure member? Though there are three members of the structure, only one is initialized. Then remaining two members are initialized with 0. This is automatically another members are initialized to 0. If there are variables of other data type, then their initial values will be, if it is another structure members are float type, then its value is going to be 0.00. If it is character type, then its value is going to be null. Declaring and initializing inside main. So this is the structure variable definition. The structure name is student. It has three member definition: int mark 1, int mark 2, int mark 3. Then in main function here, using the struct keyword and structure tag, we declare a structure variable std1 and simultaneously assigning its value. That is, what is mark 1 of student 1, comma mark this 52 is the mark 2 of the student 1 and 65 is the mark 3 of the student 1. So in this way, in the main function, using the struct keyword and structure definition, we can declare the structure variable and simultaneously we can assign their values. Operations on structure variables. In C, the only operation that can be applied to a structure variables is assignment. Any other operation, for example, equality check, is not allowed on the structure variables. For example, in this program, we define a structure point that has two member definition, int x semicolon, int y semicolon. In main function, first statement is struct point p1 equal to, in open and close brace, 10 comma 20 and at the end semicolon. So using this statement, we declare the structure variable p1 and its value is assigned as a 10 and 20. Then struct point p2 equal to p1 semicolon. Using this statement, another structure variable point p2 is declared and it is assigned a value of p1. So structure variable or value of structure variable p1 is assigned to the value structure variable p2. Print, using the printf statement, p2 dot x equal percentage d. At this point, value of p2 dot x is printed. Then comma slash t, that moves the cursor type position right. Then p2 dot y, that is second member variable of the structure, is printed here. That is p2 dot y. What is the value of this one? That is printed at percentage d place. And last statement is return 0. So in this way we saw that only single operation, that is assignment operation, on the structure variable can be possible. Output of this program is p2 dot x equal to 10, p2 dot y equal to 20. Array of structures. Array of structure is nothing but collection of similar structure variables, and we are familiar with the array. That is similar type of the variable sheltered under a common name is called the array. So if we store the structure variables with a common name, that becomes the array of structures. This is also called as a structure array in C. Example 1. C program to store and access ID, name and percentage for two students. Structure array is used in this program to store and display records for students. So program may be written like this one. Hash include stdio.h within open and close within less than and greater than sign. Similarly, hash include within less than and greater than sign strings.h. Here we are not familiar with this statement. So this statement is just to include this header file in addition to the standard input output.h header file, because here we are going to see the operation on the strings. So function required for those are defined and declared in the string.h header file. Then we declare a structure a student. This structure student has three member definition: int id, char name and float percentage. That is for storing the ID of the student, for storing the name of the student, as well as for percentage of the students. That is marks of the students in percentage. Main function. First statement is int I semicolon. Integer variable I is declared here. Then struct student record 2 semicolon. Using this statement, we declare a structure array. Name of structure array is record, and this can store two structure variable, record of the two student. Then first student's record, we can assign the records of the first student. So record 0.id, this refers the record of the first student, and .id is the ID of the first student, that is equal to 1. So 1 is assigned to the record of the first student of ID. So what ID of the first student is 1. A string copy record 0.name comma in double quotation marks Raju. So name of the first student is Raju. Then record 0 dot percentage equal to 86.5. Marks of the percentage marks of the first students is 86.5. So these three datas are assigned to the as a record of the first student. In a similar way, we can assign or we can initialize record of the second student. So record 1. So this record 1 refers to the record of the second student. .id, that is ID of the second student, and it is assigned a value of 2. Similarly, using the string copy function, record one dot name of the second student Surendran is copied. So this is the name of the second student. Record one dot percentage. Percentage marks of the second student is 90.5. So these data are assigned to record of the second student. Then using looping statement, records of the two students are printed. That is for I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Print f, first statement printf, records of the students semicolon percentage, and here I plus 1, that is records of the first student. Then slash n, cursor is brought to the beginning of the next row, where printf id is record of the first student, id is percentage d. Then record I dot id, record I here is 0. So record 0 means record of the first student dot id. What is id of the first student? That is gets printed here. In a similar way, name of the first student is printed at this point, and also percentage marks of the student gets printed at this point. Now after printing the records of first student, value of I is incremented. This value becomes 1. 1 is less than 2, that is true. So when condition is true, body of the for loop is again executed. So when this is executed second time, record of the second student is printed. So when we run this program, we get the output like this one. Record of student 1, ID is 1, name is Raju, percentage is 86.50, records of student 2, ID is 2, name is Surendran, and percentage is 90.50. So in this way, we used in this program array of structure variable. So using array of the structure variable or structure array, we can print records of the array elements. Then the next example is storing and displaying information using structure. So this is the example program. So in this example program, as we are using the function used for the string operation, so we include a string.h header file in addition to standard input output.h header file. Then struct book. This declares a book structure, and it has three member definition, that is char title 50, char author 50, char subject 100, int book id. So 4 member of struct book is there. Then in main function struct book b1. So we using this one, we are declaring a structure variable b1. Then string copy b1 dot title. What is the title of the book 1? So this included in the double quotation mark C programming is the string. So this is copied as a b1 dot title. This is stored with this one. Then string copy b1 dot author. What is name of the author? That is stored with b1 dot author. In a similar way, C programming tutorial is stored with the b1 dot subject and b1 dot book id is assigned a value of 649954077 : then after assigning initializing the structure variable, 4 members of the structure variable b1 using printf statement, we can print these values, that is book title colon equal to percentage s for printing the strings b1 dot title. b1 dot title is this relates the first member variable of the struct book, so that gets printed. In a similar way, we print the author name, subject name and book id. When this program is run, we get the output like this one: book title C programming, book author Bala Gurusamy, book subject C programming, tutorial book id equal to this one. So in this way we can store information regarding a book, as well as we can display these. Now third example is storing and displaying information using structure. This is another example program, and in this example program we are declaring the structure student that has 3 member definition: char name for storing the name of the student, for storing the roll number of the student int roll, and for storing the marks of the student here float marks. And simultaneously we are declaring a structure student variable std and at the end semicolon. So structure as well as structure variable is declared. So here in the main function printf enter information that is record of the student. So printf enter name. When user enter the name of the student, that is copied in and is stored with std.name. Structure, this is the structure variable, this is the member name of the structure. So using this one we store the name of the student. In a similar way, next printf statement prints the enter roll number on the output screen, and when user enters the roll number, that is stored with std.roll, and also enter marks. So marks is stored with the std.marks. So after storing the 3 records, that is name, roll number and marks of the students, using the again printf statement we can print this information. So printf statement displaying information colon, this is printed on the output screen. Then printf name colon, and for this one puts std.name. So this is a function just to print the strings on the output screen. Then next one is the printf roll number percentage d. Here a variable value of variable std.roll. is printed at this point. In a similar way, std.marks, what is value of this one, that is printed at this point. So in this way, when this program is run, we get the output like this one. So in this way, we discussed what is structure, how structure is defined, and then structure variable is declared. How structure variable is assigned a value and then its values are printed. And then we also discussed some example program and what is structure array, and we using some example program we try to understand what is structure, how structure variables are declared and initialized, and these values are printed. So at this point we will end our class. Till next class, bye and have a nice day.